In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw monsters. It's easier than you think. All you're going to need is a pencil and a piece of paper. I'm going to be using a few other tools to finalize my monster drawings in this video. I'll have links to the tools down in the description. But really, you just need a pencil and a sheet of paper, maybe a pen or a Sharpie to ink over top, something to color your monsters if you want to add color. So I'm going to be drawing 3 different monsters of varying complexity, just to sort of show you my process for how I draw monsters, draw characters in general. And I'm not going to jump into just drawing a finished monster. I like to start really simple and then slowly add details into the drawing. This way I can focus on figuring out the shape and the pose and the features and then any other details one at a time as I'm making the drawing. Okay, I like to start my drawings with what I call a block figure. It's like a stick figure, but with just a little bit more volume. And this isn't any harder to draw than a stick figure. Literally, you're just drawing ovals and rectangles and triangles. That's it. So you probably can't tell yet, but I'm starting with this insect monster. It's a round head, a round torso. I've connected them with a neck, and I'm adding in insect legs that are just rectangles and triangles. And you can see how really simple I start. 2 circles, a few rectangles, and some triangles. That's it. Now I'm going to add in a little more detail and put some creepy features on this insect monster. So I'm going to do a few eyes. I think 6 should do the trick. Of course, an insect needs a cool mandible. So these are just 4 half circles. I'm going to add some really simple antenna. Maybe this is how the monster communicates. And then just add a few triangle spikes on its carapace to make it just a little bit more dangerous looking. Now you can see how quickly we went from 2 circles and some rectangles and triangles to something that actually looks like an insect monster. Before we finish this monster, I'm going to put it to the side, move on to the second monster, start with its block figure. I think I'm going to make something more humanoid, maybe like a demon gladiator or something. So I'm giving this guy a big block head, forgoing a neck altogether. They're going to have a big round and wide torso, and similar to the insect, the arms and legs have joints. I guess similar to a human, the arms and legs will have joints. You know, there's a place where the arm can bend at the shoulder, the elbow, and then the wrist. Those sections, I'm just sort of overlapping the shapes. I'm not really worrying about how joints actually work. And you can see I'm keeping things really simple. The hands are just circles. And at this stage of the drawing, really all I'm thinking about is the character's pose and their proportions. So the pose for this monster is really simple. Since I want them to be this big tough demon gladiator, I'm just giving them a really wide stance. But if I wanted to give my monster a more complex pose, I might actually still start with a simple pose like this just to figure out the scale and the proportions, and then I can do another drawing, rearranging the shape into a new pose. So speaking of proportions, this demon gladiator is really strong and tough. So they have really wide, bulky arms, and even though they have kind of short little legs, they're still extra thick. And I think it's super fun to play with proportions. You can see on this other drawing, it's the same pose, but different proportions. I've made this dude really skinny, and it totally changes the feel of the character. So now that I have my block figure in a place that I'm happy with, I'm going to define his shape a little bit more and sort of draw the outlines of this monster. So this demon gladiator is all muscly, so I'm making his arms and torso and legs kind of rounded lines. I'm not very concerned with accurate anatomy here. I'm just sort of solidifying the shapes and connecting the blocks of the block figure into one drawing. So I'm giving this demon gladiator kneecaps and boots. I'm not worrying about drawing toes or anything. They're just going to be wearing boots. For the hands, I'm keeping it really simple. You can draw the classic like loop fingers. In this case, I'm doing a thumb and 3 fingers. But that looks really cartoony, and I want this guy to be more scary. So I'm going to turn these fingers into sharp claws just by drawing these pointy arcs right over top the noodle fingers. Okay, now it's time to give this buff gladiator some clothes. I'm starting with a helmet. Again, just really simple shapes. I'm adding some horns to make him look extra tough. He's gonna have some bracers and a belt. I'm gonna add some fur to his boots. It's just like a few little arcs, like a little squiggle for fur. And of course, I'm gonna give this guy some underwear. Now this monster looks cool. Looks like a He-Man action figure, but I think it's missing something. So I'm gonna add a spiky shoulder piece to one of his shoulders, just to reinforce that gladiator idea. I hope you can see how none of these individual parts that I'm drawing are super complicated. You know, it's still just a few curved lines, a few simple shapes, but when you start adding them all together, the drawing starts to get more detailed, and eventually you find yourself with a pretty complex looking monster drawing. Now let's move on to the third monster, and I'm just gonna draw a straight up dragon for this one. I'm gonna start the same way I did with the other monsters, with the block figure, but because dragons are even more complicated than demon gladiators, I'm taking my time with this one and really figuring out the shapes and the pose. Now the reason I'm using a pencil is because it's totally okay to erase and change the positions of things, change the size, or even the shape entirely. And the great thing about these block figures is that they're super easy and quick to draw, so if something doesn't feel right, you can always change it. Now I'm defining the dragon's outline and features, and if this part feels overwhelming, just stick with it. Remember to keep things simple and just use curved lines, straight lines, and those same basic shapes. Now, if you still feel like you need more help, this month on my Patreon, I'm releasing Flick Silverpin's Guide to Drawing Monsters. This guidebook goes in depth on these block figures, and then it has lots of examples on how to draw eyes, mouths, claws, spikes, wings, tails, a whole bunch of other monster parts and features. If you sign up for my Patreon this month, you can get the digital version at the end of the month, and there's also a physical reward tier where I'll send you the actual guidebook in the mail once I get it back from the printer. There's lots and lots of other fun stuff on my Patreon, so definitely check out the first link in the description if you're interested in all the fun stuff I make each month. Okay, all three monsters are drawn. I started with the simple block figure and then slowly added details until I'm happy with the drawings. Now I'm going to use these fine tip Sharpie pens to outline the monster, and then these really cheap colored pencils to color in everything. Now you can absolutely just keep your pencil drawings or maybe add some shading with the pencil. And sometimes I think just going over the pencils with ink or Sharpie and then erasing all of the pencils from underneath is all you need to make a really nice, clean monster drawing. My typical process for making an illustration, I like to think of the pencil drawing as the planning, and then the inking and the coloring as the finalizing. Like with the ink and color, now I'm declaring this is the monster. I rarely use color pens to ink a drawing, but this is super fun. And I think adding the colored pencils on top looks super cool. With colored pencils, I like to do it the same way that I do the actual drawing. So I start really light and simple, just kind of fill in an area with a color, and then I go back and add shadow and details, making things darker with the same color, and then sometimes I'll use a darker blue or a darker red, and then build up the shadows even more. Let me know if you have any questions about this process down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. And if you'd like more help with drawing specific features of monsters, definitely check out Flick Silverpin's Guide to Drawing Monsters over on my Patreon. It's going to be a really helpful resource for drawing monsters, and I really believe that you can make some awesome looking drawings with no skill at all. This guide is going to help with that, and even if you're comfortable drawing, it'll make drawing these monsters that much quicker. Now, hopefully this video has inspired you to try out drawing some monsters. It's super, super fun, and I promise you, if you're willing to take just a little bit of time and follow this process, it's not that difficult either. Alright, I hope you have fun drawing your monsters. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!